This executive order declares English the official language of the United States, and it says that government agencies no longer have to provide translated documents, interpreters, and accessible communication. It will likely also undermine the rights of emergent bilingual students and limit access to equitable schooling. The reason I said in my last video that I will be interested to see if this is challenged in court, but I don't know, is because follow me. The Supreme Court ruled that failing to provide English language learners with adequate language supports violates Title VI. And then the Equal Education Opportunities Act was passed specifically to enforce that ruling. It requires that schools take appropriate action to help students overcome language barriers because they were just ignoring ELL students. Despite this, in the 90s and 2000s, states found legal loopholes and passed English-only education laws that forced emergent bilingual students into sink or swim English immersion and took advantage of weak federal enforcement. These laws claimed to be accelerating English acquisition through immersion, but research showed they actually harmed academic performance, increased dropout rates, and negatively impacted self-esteem. So Arizona is the last major holdout with a statewide English-only policy because other states repealed these laws after seeing the damage they caused, but this executive order could push more states to bring them back. 10% of all K-12 students are emergent bilingual students. Millions of parents rely on school translations, interpreters, and bilingual outreach to engage in their child's education. And if those resources are cut, parents can't advocate for their kids or help them with schoolwork or understand school policies. We know how much of a difference it makes when students have involved caregivers and trusted adults who are invested in their education. Schools are already set up, so a lot of the times working adults cannot make it to school conferences, events, or meetings because they occur during the workday. This is just one more barrier that will intentionally exclude families from their students' education. And they're trying to rip apart or abolish the Department of Education and give schools money through block grants, which, yikes. Okay, hang on. I'll tell you more about that in a second.